Mm-mm. Ooh. Let's see how I want to do it on my phone. What's up, yo? What's up, guys? Everybody, happy Monday. Let me get my drink. Ooh. What's going on in Facebook, YouTube land? Y'all got to give me a whole minute. I had a couple sangrias before I went live tonight, so y'all gonna have to bear with me with the technical difficulties. Okay, y'all gonna have to cut me some slack tonight. It's been a rough week. Jeez. Trying to get my laptop situated so I do not have to hold it. All right, so y'all just gonna have to bear with me. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Dwight. Hey, Miss Paula. How are you? All right, let's see who's going on. What's going on? Hey, W. Fleming. Hey, Sarah. Anybody else, please drop in. Let me know where you guys are from. Let me let you guys know where I am right now, just to give y'all a little bit of my business. I'm out of town. Okay. And I'm staying at a very cool bomb ass hotel. I'll probably do some videos on it later, so I'm not gonna say too much of it now. So basically, tonight is me. I'm gonna answer whatever questions you guys have. Hey, Genteria, you need to get in my inbox. We need to talk, girl. Hey, Miss Terry, text me too, Miss Terry, because I want to talk to you. And hey, Paula in Chicago. I am hopefully coming to Chicago soon. Hey, W. Fleming, I am in Miami. So we are not too far off from each other right now. Okay. Let me tell y'all, I am at the little cutest, sexiest little hotel ever. I'm gonna make sure I do a little video thing and post it at least on my Instagram and Facebook so y'all can see. So if y'all want a little sneaker link hideaway, and even if y'all got boyfriends or whatever married, y'all can pretend. Okay. So get your little sneaker link hideaway. This is a nice, cute little hotel. Hey, Sandra from Louisiana. I hope y'all doing good out there. Hey, Sarah. Arizona flatbed. I guess that takes you in Arizona. Hey, Renee Popo. So this is a nice, cute, sexy. Okay. I don't use sexy that often when I talk about hotels, but this is a sexy hotel. This is definitely a sneaker link a getaway, but you can do that with your boo or your husband if you're married, okay, or your partner. All right. So tonight, I just want y'all to drop whatever questions that you have. And I'm gonna go over it. There has not been too much change. I'm gonna point out a couple things while y'all write y'all questions. I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. And I'm gonna leave because I'm gonna go out to eat. Okay, so first of all, going out to eat is the new thing. Okay, we don't have time to go to clubs when you over 40. We go out to eat. All right. So anybody that want to get in on a little fitness, hold on, let me fix my earring. Anybody want to get on a little fitness challenge? Shamika definitely does need to lose about 10 good hearty cornbread pounds. So if anybody else wants to drop a couple pounds, you need somebody else to help you be accountable, I'm your girl. If you are a person that needs to get better on taking your apple cider vinegar shot every day, I'm your girl. So you need an accountability partner, so do I. You need somebody to help you take your vitamins on time, so do I. Okay, so let's link up in other ways besides here, and let's be accountability partners for each other. If anybody is trying to do that, this is the time to do it before the turkey and the Christmas pounds come on, so we can be fine in summer 22. So if anybody's trying to get fine for summer 22, I'm your girl. Okay, we can be accountability partners. All right, moving on. What was I going to talk about? So the Democrats have decided to increase the $600 to $10,000. So if anybody is concerned about the bank account information, where the banks are going to have to send your information to the IRS, it is now going to be $10,000. That is still going to be $10,000 in or inflows or outflows. So most people, this doesn't change who it's going to affect. It is basically going to affect the same amount of people. It is just now a higher amount. So the Democrats feel that putting it at $10,000 will make it more agreeable for the Republicans to pass this vote. So it is still not passed yet on the bank information. As far as your Cash App, your Venmo, any of those accounts, that is still set at $600, but just the banking information has now increased to the 10,000. Okay, so not much has changed there. Anybody who gets the Social Security, and so basically right now there's not much else to talk about on the news. Okay, they done found the bones of the boy who killed Gabrielle. So right now they just talk about whatever. So you're going to hear them start to talk a lot about Social Security. So, if you're an individual who receives Social Security, if you're an individual who receives Social Security disability, you are going to see them start to talk about this large increase that you guys are going to get. I just want you guys to remember, regardless of how much they fetishize it on TV, it is only going to be about $100 increase. Okay, so it's not going to be that big of a difference. What else? And I'll get to you guys questions in a minute. If you guys watched my video where I talked about the homeowners assistance fund, and y'all see this is what's left of my sangria, so I am going to be sipping while I'm talking. Okay, the homeowners assistance fund, I'm just telling y'all, I am very, very upset about it. If you are a homeowner, you guys should be aware that they were going to give us $10,000 to use to buy back, to lower our points, to pay off our property taxes, all of that good stuff. If you guys have noticed, that has not come true, nor has anybody I know got any money yet. So if you are in one of those individuals, you saw my video where I broke down the different colors and what it meant. If your state was blue, then you guys are good to go to get your money. If you guys are red, if you guys are orange, or if you're white, if you are in one of those other states, here is what you need to do if you are mad. Hey, JC, thank you for chiming in from Alpharetta, Georgia. Please contact your governor. They got an email online. I got another video that tells you how to contact them, but you can contact your governor and let them know that you are upset. You don't understand. You need to let them know they need to abide so you can get this $10,000 to save your property. There are a lot of people that are facing foreclosure, that are under the pressure because they are not able to catch up on back payments. And if you are watching, anybody, just so you guys know, please go and file bankruptcy and do not let anybody come and take what is yours. All right. Bankruptcy is always the great escape. Okay. So, but please contact your governor so that they know that you want this program to be activated in your state. Now, I know you guys may not think it's important. I remember listening to people when I was young and I'm thinking, ain't nobody contacting the governor. But now here I am in my 40s going, contact your governor, because that is the only way you're going to get things to happen. And if that's what you want, then you need to let them know. Okay. So let me see if I don't have any questions over here on my YouTube and my Facebook group. Please, if y'all have any questions, ask. Especially you, Sandra Tarot. You usually always have some questions. So hit me up if you got anything and let me answer them for you. Okay. Let me go over here on TikTok really quick and see what you guys have for me. All right. Thank you in Texas for watching. Also, if you're in Texas, let me tell you guys what is coming out right now. So if you're in Texas and you have you guys, the program has now opened where you can go in and request $1,500. I will put the video up tonight where you can request a stimulus from the education department of your state to get $1,500 per child. I believe it's K through 12. I'm not sure if they have to be a regular student or special needs. I believe it's special needs, but I will verify that and I'll put that video up tonight. So if anybody is watching from Texas, they do have some money from your state coming your way for your kids. K through 12 is supposed to be $1,500. Okay. So let me keep going. Hey, Miss Marie from Pennsylvania. Miss Marie, if you need to take that challenge, go on and hit me up on Instagram. I'll put a little group together on Facebook because I'm telling y'all, I need some accountability coaches because I do not do what I need to do when I need to do it. Okay, we have to get together with you, please. Let's see. It says, message me. I need your help with a lot of different things. So Marie, so anybody that's watching, I know I didn't go over it tonight. Please share, please tag, please hit the like button, the bell, whichever way you are watching. I appreciate it. The only way my channel can grow is with your support. I'm sure I can do more, but I can't do anything without your support. So I appreciate if you guys would assist in making me a household name. I'd rather you guys go Shamika said, and then let your peoples go find out who this Shamika is that you're talking about. Okay. So Vonda says, how much debt should a person have to consider bankruptcy? So if you are in the position where you think you need bankruptcy, first, before you consider that, I would tell you, before you even go and talk to a lawyer, you need to go and talk to a credit person. Why do you need to talk to a credit person? Because the majority of you who file bankruptcy do not need to file the chapter 13. The majority of you which file a chapter 7, which is only 6 months long. So a lawyer, believe it or not, I love anybody who's an attorney, but most lawyers are looking to get their money to solve your problem and go away. They don't look at the long term, which is what happens to your credit when you file bankruptcy. So before you file bankruptcy, you need to talk to a credit person. Now, you can hit that link in the bio. I do a $20 credit review. So if anybody wants to or is thinking about filing bankruptcy, if you're struggling, you're a landlord, need a little assistance, or you think that might be an option, let me know. I'm not an attorney, but I absolutely can tell you what your options are for bankruptcy, as well as I am a bankruptcy petition preparer. And I'll give you guys an example. I had 2 bankruptcies I did this week. I wiped out one girl. She had $58,000 in debt that we were going to wipe out. Single parent with 2 children. And she busts her behind to work. But no matter what, she cannot get caught up on the medical bills. Debt collectors are not trying to hear that you working, that you doing plasma, you working 2 and 3. They don't want to hear about that. Okay. So there are a lot of you guys, and I know I haven't answered your question, Ms. Vonda, but I'm about to get there, are falling with y'all pride. Y'all listening to somebody who telling y'all bankruptcy is bad. And it's like, yeah, it is bad if you don't have a plan, but it's not bad because some of y'all need it. Okay, some of it is a repair process for your credit. It is a start over process for your credit. And if you are considering to doing a chapter 7, it is only you only have to have $10,000 in debt. I bet you a lot of you, I can go on your Credit Karma right now and go all the way to the bottom and look at your collections. I bet you I can find $10,000 in medical bills with a lot of you guys. So please do not think that because so-and-so 20 years ago and your family did it and they didn't have a good experience and it's still on their credit, that's because they're working with people who do not know what they are doing and don't know what the heck they are talking about. Okay. So Ms. Vonda, I hope I answered your question. I'm about to get to your question in just a second. Dwight. So again, let me see what's going on over here. So I say that with all due respect because there are a lot of people that I've talked to a year ago that I told they needed to do bankruptcy and they didn't believe me. And here they are a year later, they haven't gotten anywhere with their credit. And now they're back. And you know, the first thing I say to them, I don't do the I told you so, but I tell them 6 months ago, we could have did this when we talked. This is now the time to do it. And let's be serious about it. So don't put it out just because you think or you heard that it was a bad option. Okay. So Marie, hit the link in the bio. And let's set up something. We can do a consultation, go over your credit and basically fix whatever else it is that we need to fix. It says question. We are talking about all this app about the tax bill sounds strong. What about those? Anna, I'm not sure what you meant by that. Please ask your question again and then I'll go over it. Hey, Lady T, it says your live won't load. I'm sorry. Who has not to pay tax on the amount? I still don't know what you're talking about, Anna. I'm assuming you're talking about when you get your cash out. So this is for anybody that's new watching. If when you get your 1099 for your, not your 1099, yeah, your 1099K, you will start to receive those in 2023. Okay. So I know that sounds far off, but you guys know we're only 3 months away from 2022. So we have 12 months left before you start to receive your first 1099K. What's going to happen is starting January 1st, guys, I need y'all to pay attention. Starting January 1st, whatever sales, whatever payments you receive on Venmo, on Cash App, on any of those things, they are going to start to be tracked. They have been tracked, but before it has been optional whether the information is turned over to the IRS. Now, some of y'all, and I hate to say I told you so, but I'm gonna do it this time. If y'all have been following me for years and years back, even if you look on my YouTube and my videos, I've been telling y'all that you could have got this money, earned it, and on PayPal and all these places, and they didn't turn it over to the IRS. So a lot of y'all could have got away with money that you didn't even know you could have got away with. But now it's going to be different. Now you guys, they're going to be looking and searching, and they're going to want you to pay taxes on that money, and they're going to charge interest and all those other things if they find that you did not and it's late. So if you're an individual that takes your payments through Cash App or any of those platforms, you better figure out how you're going to start to receive them. A lot of people are going to start to receive cash payments. Not saying that cash payments are bad. I'm not telling anybody to avoid paying taxes, but I do want you guys to realize that if anything happens and you receive cash payments, if you're robbed, if the money's stolen, if a good gust of wind comes and it blows away, you have no insurance. Okay, so whatever happens to that money is now gone. And a lot of people aren't gonna play with that these days. All right. So y'all have to figure out what y'all want to do. Y'all gonna start collecting that money in cash, or y'all gonna have an armored team, or y'all gonna start letting this money go through the bank or through these cash app platforms y'all have. When it comes tax time, you don't have to report everything that they put on the paperwork. The IRS is giving you guys the opportunity to tell the truth and to put what you declare as the amount of your sales. So if you made $1,000 and only 400 of it is income, then that's what they expect you to put. But if they start to see a pattern, and this is from every article I'm reading, if they see a pattern of you receiving a certain amount of money, say if you're a person that does hair and you want to do the $50 deposits, if they start seeing a $50 deposit all the time, I'm not taking any live because some of y'all be weird. But if you're going a $50 deposit every single time and you never declare that, the IRS may send you a letter in the mail that says, hey, based off of our records, we see that you've collected X amount of dollars, and they're going to send you a bill. Now, you, as the taxpayer, you have the option to dispute that. But how many of you are going to go up against the IRS? Not a lot. A lot of us are going to say, I had an individual call me the other day. They got audited. And a lot of times, my advice is if you don't have exactly what it is that they want to satisfy their audit, go ahead on and let them bill you and pay them. I'd rather owe them than to continuously have them go back through years and years and years. So a lot of you guys may find that you're going to start to receive that. You probably started noticing that in 2021. Some of you guys got audited simply because you took somebody off of your tax return that you normally claim, but you took them off because you wanted them to claim their own stimulus. Simple things like that can trigger the IRS to audit. So imagine if those things do, what's going to happen when we start getting into this $600. This is not to scare anybody. This is just to give y'all the breakdown of what I'm reading versus the information that I'm getting from other people. Okay. All right. Dwight says, are the IRS going to take control of banks? So no, they're not going to take control of banks at all. But the IRS and the banks work very closely together, and the banks have a strict set of rules that they have to abide by. And if they notice anything that seems to be suspicious, they're absolutely going to report. They're going to put it in a CTR. They're going to put in a special, I forgot, I want to say it's a SCR, but it's another one. I don't work in banking, but if anybody is on banking that works, you give me the code. But they put in a lot of things to report your activity, which is why you don't fall for those Instagram scams where it tells you to let somebody use your account to cash a check, because they're absolutely going to mess your account up. Then y'all going to have to contact me to find out how do you fix that once your bank is messed up. Now you have a whole credit report that's not based off of credit, that's just based off of your banking that you knew nothing about. Now you can't go get a bank nowhere but Chime. Nothing against Chime, but Chime is second and third chance banks for people who cannot get a bank account because they've ruined their opportunity with other banks. And anytime they pull up your information, they're going to see where you messed up. Okay. Hey, Latasha. All right, let's see if anybody else has any questions. Anybody who's new, please follow me tonight. Of course, I appreciate it. Hey, Avis from Miami. I'm in your town. I'm going out to eat shortly after this. All right, Florida. So let me talk to anybody who's Florida. Let me let y'all know what's going on before I continue to move on. And then I'm going to get to you, Ashley Pratt. Give me a second. So if y'all in Florida do not know, it's a couple things going on. One, if you had an overpayment with IRS, excuse me, let me take that back. If you had an overpayment with DEO, the Florida Unemployment DeSantis says that he is completely wiping out your overpayment. So you no longer have to go and do anything to address the overpayment, because a lot of y'all were overpaid, so they say, and y'all didn't even know that you were, or that it was something wrong. So they decided to wipe out the collection efforts. Now, if they find that you did something illegal to get the collection, to get the monies, they will pursue you. But anyone who received it, and they were supposed to, because you lost your job, hours were cut, you caught COVID, X, X, Y, and Z, you don't have to worry about anything as far as the overpayment. You are safe. Okay, that's one. Two, I don't know if you guys know, I don't know who's eligible to vote in the state of Florida, but we are getting ready to do some elections in November, guys. So I need you guys to be prepared to go and vote. Now, you vote either way. I have nothing to do with that. I just want to make sure you guys are eligible to vote. Three, if you live in the state of Florida, Governor DeSantis is now offering individuals who are police officers from other states. I need y'all to listen to what I'm saying, especially if you're a person of color. Okay. Governor DeSantis is now offering police officers from other states $5,000 hiring bonus if they don't want to get the vaccine in their state, to come here. Now, to me, in my opinion, this has nothing to do with the vaccine, but a lot of those individuals that he may be inviting the problem of more racism here in the state of Florida. So I need you guys to pay attention. This is why I stress that if you are eligible to vote, you need to make sure you go out and vote, because these things are happening. They may not affect you because you're older, you more mild, you calm down, but think about you when you were in your 30s, your 20s, and your teens, and a lot of you have children. Okay, so if you live here in the state of Florida, these are things you need to know about. Here is the fourth thing for individuals who are in the state of Florida. As of October 1st, and a lot of you may have not paid attention, but I did make a video on my TikTok page. So if you haven't followed me on TikTok, please follow your girl. Okay. Um, if you find, and this is already public in a lot of other states, but in Florida, as of October 1st, if you find your mugshot, and a lot of people know when you live in Florida, y'all get in trouble here. Okay, so what they say when you come to Florida, you come to Florida with no criminal record and you leave with a felony. That's what a lot of people told me. So, but if you find that you have a criminal record online that is any other website other than your local county department, if it's any third party website, mugshots.com, jailbase.com, they have a lot of those websites. You guys can email them, or you can send them a letter certified asking them to remove your picture from the website. And if they don't, in 10 days, you can get $1,000. No lie. A lawyer won't even charge you to take the case. And when they do charge you, they're going to tack on emotional distress and all of those other things. So that simple $1,000 fine can be increased to $10,000 plus in no time. So I'm saying this because I know a lot of you, especially if you're in Florida, y'all got some cousins, some brothers, some uncles, all of those. Go and get those. Go and search those websites and see where they have those pictures at, and ask them to take those pictures down. If they don't, boom, automatic lawsuit. And you don't have to do nothing. I didn't make this up. That is what they voted in the state of Florida as of October 1st. And a lot of states, y'all already have it. Okay. Man, I'm trying to hold on to this sangria. Okay. Last thing, number 6, and I'm gonna go back to questions. This is also for the state of Florida, because I know a lot of y'all don't watch the videos on TikTok. But did I tell y'all I have a page on TikTok? Okay, I thought I did. So make sure y'all go follow me, okay? Florida, Wisconsin, and Michigan. No, Florida, Wisconsin, Illinois, excuse me. if you live in either of those three states. Now, y'all know it's already so much fraud and so much scamming going on. But I put a video up to show you guys how those three states use antiquated methods. And let me break that down in hood terms. Old ways, OLD, old ways of coming up with your license number. So if you live in Florida, Illinois, or Wisconsin, I can base your license number, your driver's license number, just based off of your last name, whether you're male or female, and your birthday. Now, in the video, I put the a video up to show you. I just made up a name, John Smith. Okay, I made up a birthday, and I made up the gender, which was a male, and it gave me a driver's license number. Now, if that person was real, that would be the exact driver's license number, except in Florida, you only have to add a zero. Now, if you're in Florida, you'll notice all driver's license numbers have zeros. Now, if your driver's license number ends in a one or a two or a three, that means you're a second or a third. That means somebody else has your same exact name and you're the second, third, or fourth. Look it up. Count, and I'm already done did the research, but if you don't believe me, you can look it up for yourself. So if you're in any of those states, okay, Michigan, did I say Michigan? I did. Illinois, Florida, Wisconsin, those use the old ways, and you, my friend, are at higher chance of being a victim of identity theft. Why? Because I only have to make up a first name and a last name, guess your birthday, and let me say this, I can get all of that information about you right off of Facebook, right off of social media. I can get all of your information and now make up a fake ID and take your picture of who you really are right online. And now I got a fake ID. So I'm not telling y'all to go and get up in arms with your state governor, or any of those things, but I just put that out because that's something as a FYI that you guys may not know. Okay. So if you live in those states, that's just something you should be paying attention to. Hey James, how you doing? Thank you for being at. James said he is at his son's game listening. I appreciate it, James. I try to give you the best info that I can. And no, it is not candlelight night. This is me just getting my sip on with my sangria. This is my third one of the night. I ain't drinking no more after this. Okay. All right. Let me see what questions y'all got, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. All right, all right. Hold on one second. And again, follow me if you haven't. All right. So B Cookie says, should I close out credit cards? No, 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 no. Okay. Absolutely not. I don't care if you don't use a credit card at all. I'd rather it sit at a zero balance and stay open than a zero balance and be closed. Why do I say not close it? I say don't close it because if you close your credit card early, you will drop your score. Okay. As long as it's at zero balance, it is at least counting in one of the five categories that build your credit score, which is the length of time you've had a credit card open. So, if for nothing else, you can always keep it open and keep it as your longest credit card. All right. So, don't close it at all. Yes, Jeremiah, Uncle Sam definitely got to get his money. He is definitely gonna get his. It says go ahead and pay taxes so you can get Social Security. That's a good idea too. I'm so, and just as a sidebar, I don't know how many of us will receive Social Security when it becomes time for us to receive Social Security at the senior citizen age. If you guys aren't paying attention, and I read newspapers and articles all day long. It is the only thing I think that gives me excitement in my life. Then other than my dogs is to read the news. But by 2028, that's not that far. We should be out of money to pay for Social Security. Probably doesn't seem like a big deal for a lot of you, but some of you have grandmothers, aunties, uncles that within the next 10 years or so are going to be too old to work anywhere. And if you are not working, how will they receive any income? Not telling y'all to go work and pay taxes, but this is the point of working and paying taxes so that individuals like them will be able to receive because we are running out of money. Why do you think they are now trying to go into your bank accounts? I know a lot of us who are in that me stage, we ain't thinking about nobody else because we only trying to get us too rich. We ain't thinking about the others who done put in the work and those that are gonna come up behind us. But somebody got to work. Somebody got to pay these bills. And we know that as much as they tell us in the government that they are changing all of these plans and actions so they can get the wealthy, they'll never get them, because wealthy people have lawyers, wealthy people have 401ks, they have retirement, they have all kind of options where they can hide their money. We common folk do not, and that's what we need to start doing. Before I move on to my next thing, I'm gonna tell y'all I saw something. I'm starting to see a lot more, and so y'all know every week I try to bring y'all what I start to see in my business a lot more. And what I'm seeing a lot more is individuals are starting to do those wills, trusts, power of attorneys, and their health directives. Okay, now, uh, if you are an individual and you think you don't own anything, you don't think you have anything that you want to give anybody, a lot of y'all think that you don't have nothing. And I tell you all the time, if you think that you don't have nothing, then give me your wallet, give me your keys, and let me have everything that you own. And then let me see if you own something. Everybody has something that they own that they are just not going to freely give away. Okay. So if you are one of those people, whether that's a house, it doesn't matter what it is. I don't care if it's a trailer. I just did somebody this week who has a mobile home. Okay. One time for the manufactured homes, mobile home trailer park people. Okay. They said we giving something to our kids, and I don't blame you. Give your kids something. So if you got something, a car, you didn't even want to get the shots for COVID, no judgment. You definitely need to do the paperwork. So a lot of people are starting to do their paperwork. You know why? Because if not, somebody else is going to tell your kids and your loved ones what to do with your stuff. So you need to make sure you're handling that. All right, Darnell says, I have charge offs need removing. Charge offs, man, let me tell y'all, charge offs going to be hard to remove right now during COVID. I don't care if a person is doing the credit sweep, the regular sweep, line, whatever method they use, charge offs are going to be hard, especially if they're credit one, Capital One, Merrick Bank, First Premier, or if they belong to an actual bank. Now, if you got Babcock, you got any of those furniture stores, yes, those are a lot easier to remove. But you own a loan, a bank, or any of those credit cards that I named, good luck on trying to get those removed. Why? Because banks ain't letting up. Banks are not allowing you to the opportunity to sell your debt as a collection so that you can go and get more debt. So you know what they do? That's why you see Santander, you see what's the other company that does the title loans? I can't think of their name right now, but there's a couple companies out there that they will stay on your credit, and they will Navy Federal, Launch. For those who are local to me, you will notice they are not going anywhere. Why? Because they're not going to let you get credit nowhere else. So they're going to stay and mess up your credit for the full 7 years that they can. So the best way to remove certain charge offs is you need to pay them. There are other ones that need to go. But if you need to know the difference, which one you need to pay or not pay, hit the link in the bio. Do the $20 credit review. It's worth it. All right. It says, the bank says, even if I file bankruptcy, they can still pull my house. Is that true? Absolutely. Just because you do bankruptcy doesn't mean they can't take anything. But when you have certain items that go into your bankruptcy, that is when I would suggest that you talk to an attorney, because there are certain things that if you have a certain amount of equity built into your home, the bankruptcy, of course, they're going to want you to sell it so that you can use that equity to pay off your debt, but you don't want to. You want to reaffirm your agreement. You want to keep your home so that way you don't have to sell your home. Now, you got 18 properties and you trying to go without paying debt. Now they got something to talk about. You got one or two or three, the you having a good lawyer will make all the difference, and you need not sell anything. You will just be able to pay your creditors back, and they'll go about their way and you go about your way. One thing y'all need to remember, and this is not for bankruptcy, this is for any creditors, and I'm gonna let y'all go because I told you I'm going to eat at 8. When they sell a debt into collections, whenever the original creditor sells your debt to whoever it is, you don't owe the other person they sell the debt to. That's one. Two, the original creditor that sold your debt They have what is called trade insurance. So they have insurance on you in case you don't pay your bill. The same way you got car insurance on your car in case you get into a car accident, they have insurance on the debt in case you don't pay it. So why fall apart when they when you can't pay it? Why fall apart, especially when they sold it to somebody else? My number one go-to is dispute, dispute, dispute. There are certain companies you don't dispute because they don't sue you depending on the amount of your debt. LVNV funded, Midland funded, um, portfolio management. Those are my three biggest that I see people get sued from. And then there are a few banks. But other than that, dispute, 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 and they go away because the second company, the debt collector, doesn't have anything between you and them. Nothing in written, nothing in writing. They just bought a debt hoping, y'all see these fingers crossed? That's what they did. They bought the debt hoping you will pay it. You don't have nothing with them, don't pay it. Okay? Let's see. It said, let me keep going. No fear challenge. I didn't receive my stimulus check, 1,400, 1,600. If some of y'all did not receive your stimulus, and yes, as you cry, I am feeling real good with this little bit I got left. If you did not receive your stimulus yet, and a lot of you have not, please stop wasting time. Go and file your taxes. You still can file them. You will be charged your normal late fee through the IRS and whatever percentage of interest they charge you. Who cares? Let them deduct it and keep it moving. Okay, but please go file. Also, if you received a letter from SBA telling you that you got your PPP forgiveness, a lot of y'all getting these letters and cannot read nor understand what it means because you get so excited that your brain goes duh and you don't know what they're saying. If you receive a letter from the SBA telling you that they paid the loan to a bank, that means that they took the money from the PPP, they paid the bank back for the money that the bank loaned you. That is how the SBA was able to keep banks in business during the pandemic, and that was also how they were able to keep you guys in business. So a lot of y'all get mad when y'all talk about these big companies, but a lot of times we need these big companies because if they went away, there would be no way for us to get nothing done because you see how hard it is to get money from the government. Look at the IRS. Y'all can barely get y'all damn tax return. Can you imagine trying to get PPP money from them? Okay, so if you got the letter from SBA saying they paid it, that means they paid your debt back to the bank, and the bank charged them whatever interest they charged them because they were late. Your loan is now forgiven, but I got to say this, just because your loan is forgiven does not mean that if you got that fraudulently that they can't come back. They can always come back in case you got it fraudulently. So please don't think that because you did some stuff on the low and now that it's saying forgiven, it's forgotten. Forgiven is one thing, but forgotten is another. And they never said it was forgotten. The only time your loan is forgotten is after 6 years. And it has not been 6 years for a lot of y'all. All right. So, but yes, pay attention to your email if you got that. And yes, Ashley Pratt, I feel real good. It says after being discharged from a Chapter 7, do you still need to pay charge? Heck no. If you've been discharged from bankruptcy, any debt that you put into a bankruptcy, you don't have to pay them anymore, unless it's your student loans, unless it's a car or your home that you are still agreeing that once you leave the bankruptcy, you will still pay them in the end. Other than that, all that other debt goes away. I have some individuals that contacted me that said, hey, I know this debt from my bankruptcy is now being put on my credit. So you guys make sure you go and check your credit. I advise everybody to check their credit. If you don't check it once a week, at least check it once a month. If you're Black, Mexican, Asian, check it at least twice a month because you have a higher chance of stuff being on your credit that is not yours. Okay. So check it, check it, check it. It says you're in Georgia, ready to see Florida. Well, come on down to this state. Come on, get hot, sweaty, rainy, freezing, and all that is in one day. So come on to Florida. You might get shot, arrested. I mean, all kind of stuff. Or you might make it on Donkey of the Day. So come check us out. It says, can the bank still pull my house even if it filed bankruptcy? No, the bank doesn't. Once you file bankruptcy, all that stuff goes on halt. The only person that takes your house would be the trustee telling you to turn that house over. But if anybody is currently facing their house being on foreclosure, you're getting notices that your house is about to be taken, you can always file bankruptcy up until the last day that your house actually goes on the market, and you can stop it immediately because they have something called an automatic stay, STAY, when you do bankruptcy, so that everything automatically stops, even that house going on the chopping block. So please don't think that because you're getting those notices or that they're saying they're going to take your house, that it's the end of the road. Okay. Because you can always flip it on them by doing bankruptcy. And I'm going to give y'all one quick story. I don't know if she's watching tonight, but I have a girl. She has about 20 something $1,000 in debt. She just passed to get her RN. Woo, woo, woo. Right. So I'm very happy. She has no kids. Right. So she is trying to take the step and go in the right direction and start her life off anew. She doesn't want to go into her new life with all that debt. And you know what? Now it's time for her to file bankruptcy. Why? Because she's only going to file a Chapter 7. It's 6 months. So she's filing now. She'll be done by March. Okay. By March, she can start getting credit cards and rebuild her whole life. She's now RN, so now she can wait 2 years, go buy a house. Versus if she waited where she is right now and did nothing, she wouldn't be able to buy a house in 3, 4 years, maybe 5, because how long it's going to take to fall off her credit. So please don't think that it is the end of the road. I'm not saying that bankruptcy works for everybody, but it does for a lot of people. Okay. And no, Miss Paula, you do not need to pay any charge offs once you file them in bankruptcy. It is now over. You don't owe them jack, nada. Did I mention Donald Trump filed bankruptcy 5 times? And what did y'all notice? Something that's still about him. He has been rich 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those times. So why can't we be broke? Okay, regular broke and file bankruptcy and still be broke. If he can do bankruptcy and still be rich, then y'all can do bankruptcy and still be broke. And meaning y'all can come in with what y'all left with. A lot of y'all will be able to. Him, he had to give up some things because he owns a lot. But a lot of y'all don't own nothing. No offense, no shade, but it's true talk. All right. Any known laws of importance for Mississippi? Nothing that came out of Mississippi that I have seen as of yet. Y'all know if I do, I will point it out. Nothing big. The only thing big for Mississippi is try to see if you could get your homeowner assistance fund, because I know they changed that for you guys, so you guys can't get any money, and you guys do. Also, if you live in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, that will also probably be Texas, any of the border states that border with water, oceans, any of those things, you need to make sure that your rates on your flood insurance are not going to your flood insurance rates are not going to increase this month or as in when it's time for renewal. So if you have insurance, call your insurance companies and see if your rates are going to increase. Why? Because FEMA is redoing their flood maps and they are now going to affect your rates. You may have never had to get flood insurance, but now you do. Maybe you have flood insurance, but now your rate's going up. Maybe you have flood insurance and your rate's going down. But who does that benefit when the rate's going down? You, not these large companies. So please find out beforehand because it may affect you. All right. Tamara says, "Can I file bankruptcy for student loans? I came on late." The only time you can file bankruptcy on student loans, and at this point right now, I can't see why anybody would need to file bankruptcy on student loans because they almost have every single way for you to pay them off except your school is still open or you're still going, okay, because they have so many discharge plans. So you can file bankruptcy on student loans only for basically two reasons, and that is if you have a um medical condition where you can get your doctor to write that because of whatever condition that you have, although you may not have disability, that is going to prevent you from being able to sustain long-term work. As long as your doctor will support you in that, then you can turn that into the Department of Education and ask for your loans to be wiped off. If you're disabled already and you receive Social Security, I'm surprised at how many times I get off of this live and there's so many people who did not know this. And I'd say this every Monday. You're disabled. You know somebody that's disabled. You know somebody that's getting disability from the VA. You know somebody that's getting SSDI. Have them fill out 2 pages. It's a 2-page application to wipe out your loans and have those loans wiped off. If you're a person that you're in a public servant position, teacher, firefighter, police officer, you work for a nonprofit, anything dealing with first responding, you name it, they got waivers now where they're they're basically saying, hey, if you didn't get your loans wiped off because you felt that they need to, let's do it. If you have the parent plus loans, now you can throw them in bankruptcy and wipe out those loans. You know how many parents are stuck with parent plus loans and their kids didn't even graduate? Some of them are kids did graduate and they still stuck with them. If your child died, if you the parent are disabled, or if you just suffering under all that debt, you can now throw that into bankruptcy. And then the last but not least, you can do the closed school loan. I had somebody that I talked to today. They went to Med Tech Institute. If any of y'all went to Med Tech College, Med Tech Institute, that school is now included in the closed school loan, and now you can put in for your borrower's defense to get those loans wiped off your, not only in the Kyver system, which is the federal database that keeps all y'all information, but also on your credit report. Okay. North Carolina does not have anything new. The only other state that has anything new that I can say off the top is Michigan. Michigan should be looking at trying, and this is only like one county, should be trying to give like $500 stimulus to some of their patrons, but no one else. So nothing for North Carolina. On my break, thank you for watching. And I know your dogs are barking. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, Enrique. Okay, so what do I say when I dispute the collection agency? It depends on what it is, the date. Let's do the $20 credit review. I know some of y'all trying to take the cheap way out, but pay the $20. I'm gonna give you the game, tell you what it is that you need to do, who you need to talk to, what you need to say, what you don't need to say, and go from there. Okay. And the next thing too. So a lot of y'all know when y'all do these credit reviews with me, y'all get my cell phone number. Okay. So y'all actually get a chance to talk to me. But if y'all hit me up with something else that does not have to do with what we talked about, y'all are definitely going to have to do another credit review. Why? Because this is what I do for a living. So I hope some of y'all who are watching, y'all probably got the message in my text message. So I just want y'all to realize that although I do this out of love for every single one of y'all, if y'all contact me privately, you got to pay. Info is free. My time is not. All right. Our teacher says, what if you open you plan, which is the income-based income repayment. So a lot of you don't make a lot of money or you got a lot of dependents. You should be on those income-based plans so you can lower the amount that you pay for your student loans. And if you're got private loans, you can refinance them, get into one of those new ones that take those loan payment plans and lower your payment, which means over the life of 25 years, you're going to pay way less than you would if you didn't. Okay. You can't get out of paying them. Some of y'all can't. At least pay less if you got to pay them. That's how you be smart. All right. Any advice on refinance of a car? You got to make sure you got a good interest rate. To refinance a car, get a nice minimum. You have to repos. And it would be great to charge because they were all banks. And when we refinance, you go through the banks. Don't ask the bank if you already own the bank. Okay? It's the bankruptcy. Absolutely. Everybody has to accept bankruptcy because it's a federal program, not state. It's a federal program. State here, it's a federal program. So it's up here. So everybody has to accept your bankruptcy. Hey, from Colorado. It says, after 6 months of filing bankruptcy, what is the best credit card to apply for? After 6 months of a bankruptcy, the best thing you can do is do a secure credit card. Preferably, if you can have Navy Federal, that would be great. But if not, you do 3 to 6 months on a secure credit card. Secured is where you put your money up as your balance. After that, and you demonstrate that you could keep your balance to 30% or less, the bank will automatically upgrade your card to unsecured, or you're going to see that you're going to start to receive credit card offers in the mail. So it's, to me, it's worth it. Wipe out the debt to start all over again. Nothing else gives you the opportunity to do that. Nothing else protects you. Nothing protects your credit other than a bankruptcy. Stop letting that stuff sit on your credit forever, 7 to 10 to 15 years, suffering for no reason. Need a grant to start business. Hey, Jose, if you need a grant to start business, you can look at the SBA, but a lot of you are going to find that you're not going to find grant money to start with straight up. Now, anybody wants my info to get my link list, I got 5 new grants that have come out. Some are for LGBT, some are for Latin women, Some are for Latin people, some are for Black people, and some are for Black women. Sorry, anybody else that's missed on the list. But if you want the new list, I always do a link list on my Monday shows, but I do have the new grants. I will add access to them on my page. There are different ranges. They go from 5,000 all the way up to 50,000. They are all partnered with large companies that you guys would know about, and I just got this edition today. So if you guys want it, send me a message, and whichever platform you choose, just send me your email so that I can send it to you. Okay. Atlanta College of Medical and Dental Careers. Owner trailer. You will have to send me a message privately in my Instagram for me to look that up for you, and I will let you know. It's you got to look up each individual school. There is not one list for schools that are going to give you the money back for the borrower's defense. Why would they let you guys know what school to get your money back from? That's like giving away free money. They're not going to do it. Okay, they're just absolutely not. This is my sister calling. I'll call her back. So I graduated in 1989 and the college closed a few years after. What's going to do? Then you definitely need to send me that. Send me an email. I own the trailer so I can see you the forms. Also, anybody want the forms to wipe off those debts? I have them on my link list. Again, I challenge anybody who did not watch me before, go to missingmoney.com, missing, MISSING, money.com. I have had great success stories of people find money every week. Please go find money that is yours. If not, this money goes to your state and they will use it however they want to, and it is all on your dime. So please go see if they got some money that is yours. It says, what do you do if insurance total lost your car because of the hurricane? If insurance total lost your car because of the hurricane, then you need to put in a claim with FEMA, not to bypass FEMA. Let's get to that real quick. Anybody lost a loved one due to COVID, any complications to COVID, you have anything on the death certificate that says anything to do with COVID-19, please, and please contact FEMA and give them all of your expenses for the funeral so that they can give you your reimbursement. A lot of you are sleeping on that. Why? Because you guys are so caught up in what's going on, and I get it. But please do not miss the opportunity to get your money from FEMA. You can get up to 7,000, 9,000 per person, up to 35,000 per application. Okay. So please go and contact FEMA. And also that is on my link list. Okay. So do they ever give grants for assistance in creating an app? If you want assistance in creating the app, you will have to find individuals that will actually donate money to that. That will be something that you would either crowdfund for, or you will find that the government will have to pay for. The government normally is not going to give a for-profit business for starting an app because it doesn't serve the greater good. Woo, sorry y'all. It doesn't serve the greater good. So you'll find stuff, but you may be a little hard pressed. Okay. All right. Now the devil ain't messing with your Wi-Fi. It might be messing with mine. Okay. Hey, you skipped my question. We get a chance. All right, let me go back and see if I can find your question, Ashley. If you want the grant list again, send me send me a message and I'll send it to you. Peace and love, God. Thank you, Jose. All right, Ashley, let me see if I can find your question really quick. And I think I hate when y'all make me go back and find them because now I got to go back and scroll. Oh, thank you, Ashley. All right, Ashley says, do an inmate have to have their state ID number to file their stimulus? No, inmate does not have to have their state ID with filing their information in jail. All they need to file, and this is what anybody needs, is your name, your address, your birthday, your social. And if you got your stimulus first and second one, which will probably be for a lot of y'all know, and also if you wanted to be direct deposit or if you wanted to come to your house, that is all. So no, we don't need a inmate number. The only individuals that need an inmate number are the individuals who used an inmate 1040 to file through the IRS. Those people already had the information pre-filled, so when they filed it, the IRS knew to put the money in their inmate account. But not every place or not every correctional facility is allowing that. Thank you, Ashley, for waiting. I'm sorry I made you wait. Okay. All right. So if you need my information, again, hit that link in the bio. We can talk and then you can get everything you need. Did they ever give? All right. We answered. If a collector sends a letter asking if I want to own an old car debt. Should I? No, we don't never pay anybody, especially if they're a debt collector. We be playing dumb like who, I don't know, y'all. So we just hold on to that in case we need it for ammunition, especially now during COVID. Y'all will notice that a lot of you should or probably would want to go into an agreement with your debt collectors because that's the only way y'all gonna get them to go away. Sorry. But the good part about that is they are in the pandemic just like you are, which means they will take almost anything you offer them to settle the debt. So don't walk away thinking that you can't. I've seen people that walked away with $10,000, $20,000 on their credit for $2,000. They just paid two and it went away. And the $2,000 did them way better than worrying about if they're going to get sued or if that item is going to pop back up on their credit. Sometimes you got to take the L to get the W. Okay. Sometimes you got to take the loss to get the win. All right. So the battle is not always won just because you lose a little bit. I'll lose a battle, but I'm going to win the war. Okay. And that's what we're trying to do is win the war. So y'all can get y'all houses and all those other things that y'all want to get. So if they say pay them. Not all the time, but I'll let you know. Let's do the $20 credit review. Okay. All right. Ashley says, could it go on somebody else's account? The best thing that you can do, Ashley, if you want to have an inmate's check, go. I would see if your bank will allow them to deposit their money into your account. So a lot of you may need to add that inmate to the account so that when the check comes, the money will be deposited. It is very difficult to get it to go into somebody else's account because you also have to because a lot of banks will say, no, we don't know this person. We're not going to cash the check. Then the other thing you have is you can get the paper check, but then you got to sign, you got to write their name. And then they not home, they locked up. So then the bank can say, well, that's fraud. And then you got a whole new problem. So if I were you, it would be easier just to add the inmate to the account. So when the check comes, it can cash. All right. Let's see. How can I make an appointment? Okay, make an appointment by hitting the link in the bio. And let me see if I got anything left because y'all know I got to try to get my cute on. I sent you a message here in Facebook. Thank you, Jose. I will get to you. I do know I got a couple of y'all that have not gotten to yet. Today has been a crazy day. I think I went over everything. Let's see. So go ahead, Soul Warrior. I'll wait for you to ask a question. So I went over child tax credit. Remember, y'all, we still got a couple more weeks, so I ain't gonna press y'all about making sure y'all log into your account. Child tax credit, if it hasn't come, there's nothing much you can do than check your account or do a form 3911. Let's see. We already talked about we talked about everything else. The only thing that I did not cover was SBA, but there's nothing new going on with SBA other than the 4506T. I am going to do a video. I'm going to post that tonight too, along with people in Texas to get their $1,500 credit for the kids. And thank you, Jolie. I appreciate it. I really do. So again, if I missed anything, it doesn't matter. Send me a message in my Instagram, or if you're on Facebook, YouTube, you can send it to me in email. You can send it to me on Facebook. I do try to cover everything in my head so I can come back and regurgitate this all to y'all. But y'all know I drank a little bit, smoked a little bit, so I'm a little good. But I will give y'all the info. If you're in Florida and y'all need any of the work done that I mentioned, taking y'all pictures down from the websites that have your mugshots. If you need your credit looked at, again, y'all can hit the link in the bio. It's only $20 through credit review. I book a lot of those, and a lot of y'all leave very happy because a lot of y'all don't even need credit repair. A lot of you just need an instruction plan so just y'all know what to do, because some of y'all don't know what to do. If you're bored, you don't know what to watch, go on my YouTube, watch some of my videos, not because you're bored, because I give you the game, and on personal credit, business credit, and some other things. And if you need my link list, please send me a message in my Instagram, like I said, or Facebook, or my email, and I will send you the link list. All you got to do is send me your email, follow me. And Brighton says, how do I check the child tax credit? All you got to do is log into your portal on the IRS website to see. Okay. Every state has a lot of different things going on. This is the fall season. Things are quiet right now, so things are going to quiet down. But I'm going to tell you, if y'all want something, make sure you go out and you use your 211 to see what is available in your neighborhood, whether that's rental assistance, utility assistance, or food pantries. Right now, Toys for Tots, Salvation Army, all of those places are now open and they are taking your reservations for toys. So if you want to get your kids something, this is the time to start early. I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but there's no toys at the docks. Okay, the ports are backed up right now. So if you want your kids to get some toys this holiday season, y'all need to jump in and get this thing started early. Child tax credit checks don't always come on time, and stores are going to be looking a little scarce for the rest of this holiday season, and y'all know how gas prices are. All right, so I do my best to bring y'all whatever I can to tell y'all some ways to get in. I'll see if there's any more class actions, anywhere I can add some dollars to y'all pockets for the holidays. But if not, as always, I'll be here next Monday. I'll see y'all on Monday. If you're on TikTok, I'll see you guys Wednesday. I'll probably have something new. So send me your emails. I'll send you my link list, and I'll talk to you guys later. Be blessed. And I'm gonna enjoy my night, and you guys enjoy yours too. Okay. Bye, y'all. Have a good one.